Hi everybody, my name's Paul Murphy and I've got a passion for hats. I've taken a few days off recently because I've been out on work, so sorry I haven't brought too many videos to you, but I've had a few hats arrive in between and I've sort of started work on them, and I wanted to sort of share some of my thoughts on what's been happening. So this is quite a hat. It's a fedora made by Herbert Jonhson, and it is fur felt, and it's the long peluche type fur felt, not quite as long as the beaver felt that I've got, but in terms of Herbert Jonhson hats. But this is quite an example. I'll come up closer so you can see it. It arrived crushed in a box, but very quickly was I able to start cleaning it and reshaping it. What I did find was that it appeared to be wear and tear around this part here. So another big reminder to everybody, when you're putting your hats on, taking them off, do not hold them like this. Please hold them like that and pop them on your head, because that way it makes it much easier for people like myself to keep these hats or help in good condition, and help you keep them yourselves in good condition using steam and brushes and so on. But when there's no material there because they've fallen away, we've got a bit of a problem. Oh, we've got a little friend. Come here, Pan. Come on. Here's Pan. He's my little helper. So just sit still. There we are. So this is a hat with the Herbert Jonhson leather sweatband inside, and it's a size 59, 7¼ It's probably, I reckon, from about the 1980s, so not too old. But it had what appeared to be possibly a moth mark, but actually it's brushed out. So I'm not really sure whether it was wear and tear or a moth mark in the hat. But I'm just trying to see if I can find it actually. But it seems to have come up quite nicely. It doesn't have a liner in this hat, so I think what I might do is actually find a liner and pop it in. It's just so nice a hat not to have a liner. I reckon that's come out, to be fair, over the period of time. The hat has been reasonably well used, so what I've done is put some starch on the hat and freshened it up so that I could get some shape in it. So I'm not sure whether it will fit me, but let's try it. It's a 59 and I'm normally a 60, so here we go. Oh, that's not too bad. Remember, this is the company that makes the hats for the Raiders of the Lost Ark film, and that's a very similar shape, but in a very beautiful burgundy colour. I think I'm going to have to get myself a nice jumper or something for that to go with, and a nice long scarf, because it sort of feels that special. So Herbert Jonhson, if you can find them, they're absolutely lovely, and in this sort of plush material, you know, why not? It's not something that you want to perhaps consider spending hundreds of pounds on, which no doubt this now new would be £500 or £600, I'm sure. But it's a beautiful hat, second hand, and well worth adding to your collection. Let's do a size check on this one, shall we? We've got these are the scissor type measuring tool that I've got. It's a bit of an antique, but it doesn't have to do the job. And we just pop that in, as I've done before on many a video, and just prise it out. And this is coming out at 7¼ You can see that there, 7¼ So it's a good strong 59. Probably put it on the hat stretcher. I normally do when I get an older hat like this. It's worth putting some steam on it and just put it on the hat stretcher, because there's probably 1/4 of a size that that it's shrunk over a period of time, and actually I can see that a bit on the leather in here, so I'll do that. But let's have a look and see how what size the crown and the brim is, shall we? Now, the actual brim is measuring 3 inches, which is just under 8 centimeters for those that are in metric. And I don't know if you see the way that this is actually sloping. It's from the back, it's quite high, and at the front it goes down quite low. So at the front we've got a 10 centimeter crown, but at the rear we've actually got 12, 13 centimeters. So I think it's 12 centimeters actually. Yeah, 11 or 12 centimeters. So it's quite a rakish look. Very similar to the Harrison Ford shaped hat. So I wouldn't mind betting it is a hat of the 80s and they just took the shape and put it into this red sort of velvety fur felt finish. It's got a nice cross grain ribbon and band on here, which is probably 38 millimeters wide, which is quite a standard size to be fair. I've been toying with the fact of changing that to something like a burgundy colour, but you know what, if this is the original, I think I'm going to leave it as the original and then just enjoy it for a little while before I move it on. But when you use a proper hat brush and you brush this around and see that it's curved on the brush, that's to go around the crown here. It works lovely, anti-clockwise, as we've said before. And this hat just, it's just coming up so nice. The colour is so rich, you know. You just wouldn't believe it when you see it. You just would not believe it. It's just absolutely lovely. There we are. So that's the hat from Herbert Jonhson. If you've got a passion for hats, keep watching the channel. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye.